In this video, I'd like to talk about solving different word problems involving age. So with these problems, you're going to see several different scenarios. Sometimes you'll be able to find just one equation, but sometimes you'll have to deal with a system of equations. And with these types of word problems, you will have to start by defining a variable. So let's just jump right into this problem. So in 56 years, Daniel will be 5 times as old as he is right now. And the question is, how old is he right now? So let's start this by just defining a variable. And the variable you want to define is based off the question. Think about what you're looking for. We're trying to find out how old Daniel is right now. So let's just say we're looking for the letter D. And you can call it whatever you want, but I'll use D for Daniel. And D is going to represent his current age, how old he is right now. So we'll just say D equals, let me rewrite that, Daniel's current age. And once you've defined the variable, now we can go back up to this information and see if we can pull an equation out of that. So in 56 years, Daniel will be 5 times as old as he is right now. So let's try and write that out. We know that 56 years from now, so that's his current age plus 56. So we can say that his current age plus 56 years, and after those 56 years, Daniel will be 5 times as old as he is right now. So notice we have will be. Now you might also see it as was or is, depending on the context of the question, but it's the verb to be. And when you see that, that is your equal sign. So usually in word problems, when you see the word is or was or will be, that's how you know you're looking at the equal sign in your equation. So in 56 years, so D plus 56, Daniel will be, so that will equal 5 times as old as he is right now. So 5 times, so we're dealing with multiplication, as old as he is right now. Well, we just called that D, right? That's his current age. So 5 times D will be on the right side of the equation. So what this equation says that Daniel's current age plus 56 years will equal 5 times his current age, which, notice, is exactly what that piece of information is saying. So we have this equation now, and we can solve it. So we're solving for D, and let's move all the variables to the right side so we can subtract D on each side. And let me work over here and change colors. So we have that 56 is 4 times D. And we want to divide by 4 to get D by itself. 4 goes into that. Looks like 14 times. So D would be 14. Or essentially, Daniel's current age is 14. Now, once you do get a value, these can be checked. In fact, they're not overly difficult to check. So you want to get in that habit. Because at this point, we think this is the answer, but you really only know for sure when you try and make sense of it with the information they gave us. So if he's 14 right now, then in 56 years, he would be 70. And it's saying that when he's 70, he will be 5 times as old as he is right now. So he's 14 right now, so is it true that 70 is equal to 14 times 5? Well, 5 times 10 is 50, 5 times 4 is 20, 50 plus 20 is 70. So this is true. So when you evaluate this and you find that he's currently 14 years old, it does make sense relative to the information they gave us. So we're going to do a couple more of these, but the general strategy is the same. Start by defining the variable of what you're trying to find, and sometimes you'll have to define 2 variables because you'll end up with a system. So define that variable and then try and pull an equation from the information given.